All right, now it's time to make that isometric view up there. And the first thing I'm going to do, I'm just going to start, we didn't know this is a vertical line right here. I'm going to start on this corner, and we know that it's 8 millimeters tall. So I'm just going to draw it out here. We can move it later. So I'm going to draw a line, F8, let's draw it straight up, and we're going 8. Okay, there's our starting point. Now, we have some tools down here in the bottom right. And so that we can see it better, we're going to use the grid. So if I type grid, okay, grid, and enter, and it asks the spacing. How big do you want the spacing? I just said 10 millimeters. So now I can see my grid on here. And I did that because I'm going to turn on my isoplane. And down here, there's an arrow next to it. I make sure I'm on the isoplane left. Okay. Or no, I want top. Yeah, I want top. And my crosshairs will change. Okay? So now, interesting enough, when I draw a line, when I click on the top of it, okay, I'm going to draw this line straight down this way. Now my ortho is still on, right? I can turn it off. But if it's on, it will stick to the strict angles that we need, which is 30-degree angles. You can see I'm at a 50 right now. This is 30. We're at, what is it, 150. And so I need this one to come down, and we're drawing this edge right here. And it is how far? It is 16. Okay, so I can go 16. And then this back edge right here, how far is it from here to here? 24. Right? So I'm going to just start doing some of these. 24, and then this coming straight down here, how far out is that? 24. So we're going 24 there. And then I know it's 8 there. So we're good to go. And then we're going to be, some of these you can still type in. I could go and change my isoplane, but I know I need to go straight up, and I could just type this one in. 24 minus 8, 16. So I'm going to go 16 at a 90. So I can still just straight type that in, so I don't have to jump out of my isoplane. And then this top edge right here is 14. Right? So we're going to come down 14, and then I can connect that edge right there. And at this point, it would be helpful to use a copy tool. So C is for circle, CO is for copy. So I got my CO. I'm going to copy what object? Let's copy that object. And it says, where do you want to copy from? So actually, so those are the objects. Then I push my space bar. And then I'm going to say, where do you want to copy from? So I want to copy from the end point of that. And now you can see I'm going to turn off F8 so I can jump around here. And then I can attach it on the end. And I can do it again right here. And now I can just connect my lines. My ortho is off. And we're good to go there. I can copy this one right here. So CO, and then I copy it from what point to where, right? And I could copy that line, but let's just go and bring that one down. That's that edge. So this one's got the angle on it. So this next edge. So we're at, no, I'm not. I got to go over a little bit, and we got to go 12. So F8 back on. So I'm going to come back in here, 12. Right? And I could do the same down here. Why not? And we'll just connect it up. So I don't know if you saw that on that last one. Let's go recreate it. We're going 12. And notice my ortho's still on, but my O-snap still works. So even though it's trying to take off at those 30-degree angles, I can use my O-snap to make sure that it's going to connect at that point. So we're stuck here because this, we don't know that angle. We can't type it in. We don't know what it is. So we're going to draw a line over 6 and then down, how far? 16. So essentially I'm drawing a line from this point over and down on my isoplanes. Then we can just connect those two. So we're going over 6 and down 16. So and then I'm going to delete those lines so I don't need them. So we're going over 6 and down 16. And then we can just connect. Okay. These two, I usually don't delete things. Let's just go and change them to a guidelines layer, which is off. So they're there. I just don't need them. Then we're going to continue in my my original layer, and we know that the front of this is 20, and then we can utilize our mirror again on this line and utilizing the midpoint there. Oh, I thought that one was going to work. It didn't work. don't know what angle that would be. That's not gonna work. So we're gonna have to do our lines again, and we went on F8, we went 16, and we went 6, and we can connect those two, and I'll make these two guidelines. Yeah, I know. There we go. Now we can take all of this, we can copy it, CO, from this point down to this point. Here we go. And it looks like we need to trim. Actually, you wouldn't see this line, so let's delete it. And we're going to put these lines in. Oops, too many. And delete there. And we could draw these ones out over here, or we could just copy them from the other side. They're exactly the same. We got a mirrored object here, so I'm going to take that line. I'm going to take this line, and notice I'm hitting that space bar a bunch to start and stop tools. This one just needs to keep going, and then we'll trim it. And we're going to need our lines that are 8 down. So I'm copying from there to there, and then I'm going to copy that line from there to there and trim it. Oh, wrong one. I'm still used to the old way that it used to work. Now I can just trim it up just like that. Ring. That looks pretty good. I think are we done? We're done. I did it. Hooray! You can do it. Good luck.